After my resounding victory of becoming the richest player on my Minecraft server, the next logical step is to destroy the Minecraft server.
How it feels to chew 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
No, it's actually to build a megabase. I knew that this was going to be a challenge, but it ended up being way harder than I thought. With the new release of the next Destiny 2 expansion in a couple weeks, there's no room for any type of error because it would delay my time and force me to stop the project. I am a content creator, therefore I need to cover and prepare for the release of Lightfall. This means that I only have 2 weeks in order to complete and upload the Megabase video. This video. Well, you saw the title, unfortunately. Here's how not to build a Megabase in Minecraft. If you also want to have some fun with some of your friends and build a Megabase, you might want to head over to Shockbyte Hosting, and you can use my special link in the description to support me and to get a server to have some fun with your friends. I've never built a base of this scale before, so constructing it in creative first is key. I had this really cool idea of making the Exceed 1000 the tallest fictional building ever. I built this a while ago, hoping that someday I might have enough time to make it, so here is the build in all its entirety. Starting off with a small ocean perimeter, with a shack in the middle leading into a potential storage room underground. I would turn the grass area into 8 to 12 separate biomes, adding some color to the bland build. The quartz support beams lead up into 8 exponential height pillars that lead up into one central point. Right on the inside we have a platform that I would fill with melon, sugarcane, and wheat farms that all lead down into the opening into the top of the shack. The idea being that all my farms would converge on one central point, so when you opened up the door you could see all the items being funneled into one place. Near the top there'd be my business room, where all my deals would be made with fellow server members, including a desk, fireplace, coffee maker, and printer. To complement the top, you could encase the entire thing in a version of the sun just to make the build look more full. Around the outside are 8 beacons just to highlight the scale of the structure. How I thought I was going to get this done in 2 weeks while also going to the gym and a bunch of other things, I have no idea. Anyway, here are the main materials. 10.5 double chests of white concrete, 1.5 double chests of black concrete, 8 stacks of quartz pillars plus 5 of chiseled quartz, 4 of white stained glass, 2.5 of stripped oak logs and 6.2 of oak logs, 1.6 double chests of stone, 1.1 double chests of grass. Leaving out all the other things under 2 stacks, that's about it. First thing that I got was the grass. With my efficiency 5 shovel in hand, I cleared out a solid section of land, making sure to only get what I needed. Looking back now, I fly over this ugly bald spot every day and regret not going further away. After that, next up on my list was quartz. I figured that it would be easy enough to go down into my old netherite mines, but boy was I wrong. I managed to basically get a quarter of it before I realized that flying around with my elytra was much faster. I could also gather some glowstone that was needed for the build as well. I mined all of it with silk touch to make sure that I could hold the maximum amount. I should have just turned it into quartz blocks, but then we wouldn't get these 2 satisfying stacks of quartz. With those 2 out of the way, I had dirt, glowstone, and quartz all completed. You guys good over here?
I'm at 2 hearts.
Oh my, there's so many ravages.
Oh, he said me on fire. He has fire aspect for the sword. He has fire aspect. Look at all the vexes.
Oh no, there's one down there. Or no, that's for a raid farm, isn't it?
Netherite, I gotta make him get netherite.
No, he needs to die. Oh yeah, let's go. Holy, that was brutal. That is worth the celebration.
Anyone have like fire aspect too?
I think we do.
Oh,
or do we?
Oh, why is the iron golem killing the villagers?
Wait, what?
Why is the iron golem killing the villagers?
Did he get hit with a rocket at a villager spawn?
He just what? Oh no, the rockets are killing them.
It's a rocket. Okay, just leave it. Who's boxing them?
I thought he was killing them. I had been putting off getting stone and concrete because I knew they would be the hardest. Devin just lost all his stuff, so I gave him some new stuff to get me the stone. For the concrete, I needed to create a falling block generator because there was no way I was getting that much sand and concrete from just mining. After a long while of searching for slime, the thing finally got it constructed. After the thing was built, I AFK'd overnight and got pretty much all the materials. Now, I need concrete, not concrete powder, so now I need to build a concrete converter. That of course requires more slime, so I just stole it from the falling block generator. The other materials include some random building blocks, obsidian to protect from the TNT explosion, iron things like hoppers, minecarts, and detector rails, as well as chests, glowstone, and a lot of redstone. I really didn't have time to build this thing by guessing the location of blocks, so I just used Lightmatica. This took way longer than I wanted, just because there were so many issues and because of Devin.
I had to make an investment from the Wandering Trader.
Ah, get out! Get out!
That's not very good.
Ah! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm at 2.5 hearts.
From the puffer fish. I kind of destroyed some of your redstone, it seems.
No, that's my slime block.
I'm gonna give you this slime
Ain't
block.
no way.
I think
give me
like
my
you wanna do a trade.
Give me my
for this
shulker
slime
back.
block?
Give me my shulker back.
Here's the thing. I will give you your shulker back if you were to happen maybe to eat maybe like a little bit of that.
Oh. Okay. Please go away. I have another 25 seconds of this. No. Despite being absolutely bullied during its construction, I was able to complete the concrete converter. And this is where I ran into my first problem. I was under the impression that if a player placed down a block and TNT exploded it, it would give it to you 100% of the time. This was apparently the case in 1.14, but this farm says otherwise. Unless the items are somehow getting exploded before they drop or falling off the edge, they must have changed the mechanic. This means that my concrete yield is significantly decreased, putting me off schedule for the first time. This is not too large of a setback, but it is enough to set me back substantially. I decided to work on the outline of the ocean perimeter using up all of the stone that Devin had so generously gotten for me. Not really, I just gave him some armor and he grabbed cobblestone from somebody's junk chest and melted it for passive income. I should really lower my expectations. I put the entire outline together in a short amount of time, making me think that draining it would be easy. That came as no easy task whatsoever. I knew that sponges and sand would be too slow, so I tried flying machines. I realized that I also had to block off the walls on either side, and that flying machines would break and take years to assemble, so I scrapped that. I decided to just build some trenches with sand and make a manual flying machine that would not break. Filling in all the sand ended up taking way too long, and I realized that by this time I should be finishing the project. I completely scrapped the small perimeter and moved on to the pillars, so I could actually have something impressive other than just the sheer amount of materials I had collected. I decided to only do 4 pillars simply because of time constraints, but they didn't end up taking me long at all. With the use of Lightmatica and a faster block placement plugin, the pillars took around 4 hours. Keep in mind that I also get distracted a lot, so for just pure time working on the build would probably be around 3 hours. I had just enough concrete to finish all 4 pillars and the upper half of one of the supports. Seeing as how Lightfall comes out in 3 days, I needed to cut this project short. But I would say that this has been semi-successful given the amount of time I had. Here's the final product, and yes, it doesn't look the best yet. If I have time, I'll come back and complete this glorious structure. So for me doing how not to construct a megabase, what have we learned? Well, you need to provide yourself with ample time in order to gather materials, to actually build the structure, and resource gathering contraptions. You should research how long each aspect takes, as clearing water literally soaks up your time. And finally, you should start with something smaller if it is your first time, but it's me. Come on, guys, what did you expect? I'd like to genuinely thank you if you're at this part of the video. Almost nobody watches to the end, so you are of a select few if you're here. Please help me to reach more people with my videos by liking and commenting, and allow me to make more content for you by subscribing. Have a good rest of your day, and most importantly, remember, the game doesn't define you.